Salutations and welcome back to Hobbiton, my survival world in the Attack of the B-Team mod pack. I am your host, DapperDemon, and as you can see, we are on the ship we built the other day. And as you can probably also see, I've changed the wings around. These air balloons down here aren't important, they're just... I had about 48 blocks left over and didn't have anywhere to put them, so I just threw them in the airship, because we still need those if we're going to make this thing as big as possible. But yeah, I think I like the way the wings look now. They look a lot sleeker, and it doesn't quite have the rocket ship look it had before, which was a little dumb, honestly. But you know, I was kind of tired of building things, and I figured I'll just throw that together and run with it. But now we have this, and of course I will be putting more detail into the body of the ship. This oak wood planks look is kind of plain. Speaking of which, I was going to just throw a bunch of oak wood slabs down for the floor, but I decided not to. But before I get into all that, I should probably apologize for I didn't have an episode out on Monday, and I am sorry for that. I felt a little burned out by all the disappointment with not being able to build this giant airship, and a little burned out with adjusting the wings over and over again on this one. And so I didn't really have much time to... I recorded a bit, and it was just I wasn't very interesting. You could clearly tell that I was kind of losing interest in building this ship. But I am back here on... Today is Tuesday, so I'm not recording this on Wednesday like usual because I have stuff I have to do tomorrow, and I'll be pretty busy. But yeah, so today is Tuesday. I'm back, pretty interested in this airship again. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with it, because I know it's going to need to have a lot more blocks, of course. I know it's going to need some floors and something to do on the inside, but I'm not sure exactly what that will be. So I think what I'm going to do is, I've got a few different wood types here. I pretty much brought over all the wood I had in my inventory system. So I've got acacia wood, I can get a lot more of that easily enough. There's spruce wood, there was a couple other types, I think. There's sakura wood that I can get more of anytime I want. What's over here, just out of curiosity? There's pine, obviously. There's a lot of pine, I can get that. And there's this palm wood here. The only thing I need to keep in mind when using blocks like that is that since they're not vanilla blocks, and I want that guy's hat, so I'm gonna go grab that real quick. If they're not vanilla blocks, then they have to be ones that don't, like stair blocks, for instance. If they have to be basically the same from all sides, so that if the ship turns, they turn with it. They don't stay facing the same way. Anyhow, I guess I will try to figure out what I want to do about the inside of the airship, and I will get back to you when I have an idea for that. Okay, so I want to make an engine for this thing, and one thing that would have been really cool to use is, just a second. It's in the Tropicraft mod, and currently there's no way to get it outside of creative mode, but it's this fire pit here. There's no recipe for it, but when you put it down, it emits a lot of really cool looking smoke particles, and that would have been really cool. I don't think it would actually work on a ship, but wait, no, it would. I tested it out once. It's when you're flying, it wouldn't emit the smoke particles, but when you're sitting, the smoke just kind of pours out of whatever opening is possible, and unfortunately, I don't think there's a way to get that yet outside of spawning it in creative mode. It's not even like in the Tropicraft realm or anything like that. It's just an item that's there with no way to get it yet. But that would be pretty cool. Unfortunately, we don't have that, so instead what I'm going to be doing is my plan is to use some of these futuristic armor plating blocks, and if you don't know how to make those, that's 1 iron ingot around 8 stone makes those 8 stone into 8 futuristic armor plating blocks. So, I'm going to see which one of these looks cool as an engine type thing. Let's try maybe this one. This one looks pretty cool. Does that look like a nice... No, that looks more like a fortress type block. Oh, these take a little while to mine. I'm probably going to want a lighter color. Something like this, maybe? Let's try this one. Yeah, that looks like a nice engine-y texture. Okay, so we're gonna make this, and then I'm going to put some glowstone around the outside of that as just sort of the... Oh, that was just enough. I thought I'd need more, or I thought I'd have a little extra. Anyway, I might actually make some more to make more of the engine on the inside, but minus those 16 blocks, we had 600 and some total blocks possible left. I actually went through and calculated all that. So I'm gonna go get some glowstone, figure out what I'm gonna do with this thing, and I will get back to you when everything's all nice looking with the engine part. And then we'll figure out what to do with the rest of this stuff. I got these palm wood planks because they look nice. Unfortunately, the half slabs are they act a little weird, but we probably won't be using the half slabs. So, anyhow, that's my dog shaking. I will get back to you when I am finished with figuring out what to do with the engine. Okay, still working on the airship, of course, and I've got about an hour and 15 minutes before I have to get to class. So, about the engine... Yeah, I put the hole back, but on the inside, we have this. And this is because, there's a game that came out, I think, a little under a year ago, called Bravely Default. And frankly, the engine that I had in mind was just kind of looking really ugly. So I decided to go with this. It's, the airships in Bravely Default come from the Kingdom of the Earth Crystal. And ironically, it's at least ironically to me, airships fly by having an Earth Crystal in them. So that's what this is. Or at least that's what this is supposed to be. This is a crystal that gives our airship the ability to fly. And I know, as a man of science, I shouldn't be using a magical means to fly, but as I've mentioned before, science and magic are essentially the same thing under a different name, really. So, I mean, it seems fine to me. I mean, you'd have to have a scientific mindset to figure out how to harness the power of a crystal in order to fly a giant hunk of, in this case, wood and wool. But you know, it's fine. So anyhow, I guess now I'm going to figure out how what I'm going to do about on top of the airship and the blocks along the floor of the airship and everything like that. So I will do that, and I will again see you in a bit. Alright, so I've got the floor in upstairs, and obviously this dirt isn't going to be there when it's finished. I just wanted to make sure I got everything lit up in here. Remember how I said I probably wasn't going to use the palm wood half slabs? Yeah, I lied. They look pretty cool, but as I can show you here, the problem with these is the upside down half slabs break really easily. The right side up ones are fine. You need a hatchet to break those, and they actually break pretty slow. They're a strong block as far as wood is concerned. Unless those need a... Nope, no, I guess those break with a pick too for some reason. So, I guess that is... I'm guessing the... My guess is that the Tropicraft creator used the stone slabs for the base of these or something, and didn't bother to change the tools needed and all that to, you know, the ones that aren't the hatchet, the axe. That's the words I'm looking for. Anyway, I think I might change this to this, because that looks... Yeah, it looks alright. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to change that. And then I'm going to figure out what to do from there, I guess. Oh, I should probably show you up here. Would be a lot easier with a shovel. Okay. Oh, there's a puddle on our ship. I'm just going to put another dirt right there. Now, I used half slabs for this because I don't want any things like that spider there spawning on the deck. I don't care if they're going to spawn on the wings because I'm probably not going to be over there very often. But I want to take this thing places. I want to take this ship around. And I had an idea for the name, but I'm going to have to look something up before I name the ship. And we're probably not going to be naming the ship until next week. I hope to finish it up this week. Hopefully tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Friday. because today is Tuesday, actually, so... Or, for you, today is Wednesday, because that's when I'm publishing this video, but for me, today is Tuesday, so... Anyway, none of that's important. By Friday, I want to finish this ship up. It shouldn't take that long. I'm probably going to finish up the general structure again today, and then I'm going to work on the fine details on Friday. So, that's my schedule for this week. Why is this still so... Oh, okay. That's why it's so bright right here. Because of this puddle. Yeah. Whoops. And there goes one of those slabs. So let me just pop this slab back in place. Not right there. Okay, see, that's why these slabs are problematic. You know, obviously because they break by themselves. Not because I'm horrible at block placement or anything. Okay, yeah. So I haven't lit up the deck. I actually don't think I plan to light up the deck because this is supposed to be kind of a stealth ship. That's why I covered the... I guess it wouldn't really make sense to not cover the bottom of the top wings in the black wool, but... Anyway, I'm gonna continue trying to figure out what I'm gonna do on the deck and some of under there, and then I will get back to you again. Okay, I didn't really do much between those. I went back to the base and got a bunch of wood, but I am running low on time to record, so I've got to get ready in order to catch a bus in about half an hour, and I am still in my pajamas, so I am going to have to do that, like, now. So I'm going to have to cut this episode short, and I keep saying so. But anyway, I'm just going to stand on... Oh, and of course it starts raining right now. But I'm just going to stand right here, going to shift back into myself, going to shift into F5, and stand here, and actually, you know what? I'm going to shift back into bat mode, because I want to fly around this thing and take a good look at it. I think it's coming along pretty nicely. I like the look of it. I like the feel of it. It looks pretty good. I mean, there's mobs spawning on the wings, and that's a problem. I might have to see if I can do anything about that. Maybe just use some lighting. That should work. But yeah, I like the look of it. I think it looks a lot better with the wings like this than it did before. I think it's pretty nice looking. I still am a little disappointed though that I can't fly this massive thing that I will probably be building eventually. But I like it so far. I like the inside here too. There's not much in here. There's just lights and the crystal that gives it the power of flight. But yeah. So let me just shift back into myself, and there we go. So I don't know if I even mentioned this little hat, but this is the slime hat, and I made it purple because I love slime creatures. So anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I did. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. And until next time, farewell.